Hey kids, now we're cooking. Welcome to our fifth and final episode this week on Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Good treats to have either at the stadium or here at home with the virus if it's keeping you at home from baseball games or from participating as a player yourself. First, as you recall, we made Thai Cobb caramel corn, and that was delicious. Jane took the lead on that. She followed with macho nachos in honor of Jose Barista, who's a wonderful player as well. Then we jumped into sliders in honor of Jackie Robinson. Those were delicious ham and cheese sliders. Then we took a risk. Jane and I took a chance and made some pretzels, and we took them out of the oven just before we started viewing this particular episode, and this is how they turned out. Kid, they're delicious.
That's great.
But one thing I want to tell you, I did not spray or grease the parchment paper well enough, and some of them stuck. So we ended up having to cut a little bit of them off the bottom so we could then eat them and put them on the plate nicely. But just so you know, I want you guys to learn from our mistakes. Make sure you really spray or grease down the parchment good, because that dough is going to want to stick to it. So our fifth and final episode are ice cream sandwiches. And we are going to name these in honor of Sammy Sosa. These are our Sosa sandwiches. Okay, another wonderful baseball player. Jane made some good monster cookies last week, if you recall. We set back some dough so we could bake some more. We did that while we were off the air baking the pretzels. She went ahead and baked up some monster cookies, and now she's going to show you how to make a simple ice cream sandwich at home, just like you could buy it at a stadium.
Okay, just take one cookie and put it face down, and then I've got a little piece of plastic that I cut from a carton that would fit about perfect on top of a cookie. And take some vanilla ice cream. You can use any kind of ice cream. You can use any kind of cookie for that matter.
So in this case, it looks like you used like a chip dip, or yes, a French. Looked like a French onion dip carton that you cut off then the bottom of it.
Right. The
bottom and the top.
And then it sort of holds it in place, and you put the other cookie with the face up. Okay. Like that, and then you can just wrap them and put them in the freezer and let them get firmer however you want. You can squish it down a little if you want to, so it's not quite as thick.
Oh, yummy.
And just keep making them like that. I think we have some Ziploc bags too, don't we?
Oh, just keep cranking them.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, Jane, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Sammy. Sammy Sosa, if you remember back in the late 90s with Mark McGuire, I remember this well, but some of you kids that think we're prehistoric won't remember this. But there was almost a home run race between the two of them. Who could get the most home runs? Some of you maybe now it's ringing a bell back in the 90s. In 1999, Sammy was the first to hit 60 home runs in 2 seasons. And he had a batting average of 247. He had 344 home runs, 1,496. No, I take that back. Let me see if I got this right. Can't read my own writing. He had 975 RBIs. Oh, Lordy. Oh, sorry, 1,496 hits and 344 home runs. Sorry about that. I can read my own writing. But again, we hail Sammy Sosa. He and Mark McGuire were totally going at it, trying to get the most home runs there in the 90s. And Sammy's an excellent player. So again, we've named our ice cream sandwiches the Sosa sandwiches in honor of Sammy Sosa. There are so many baseball players we could have honored, and we maybe every summer we'll do a baseball week, and we'll bring some more baseball player facts to life, some more trivia from baseball maybe to life.
And even the high school ones. We have a new diamond up here by our high school, and they're so exciting. It's so exciting to go to. Very fun.
So Jane, you just put together 4 of those.
Yep, and then from here you can put them in freezer bags or wrap them up and mark them and put them in your
and have them anytime.
Freezer. And
okay, I just to wrap up the show, I think we should do our "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" song one more time to wrap up this episode instead of the 7th inning stretch. You now have seen them up close. You can do this with a chocolate chip cookie or any other kind of cookie you want, and any kind of ice cream inside that you want. We just happen to put vanilla between 2 monster cookies, okay? So, last time, here we go. Take me out to the ball game.
Come on, guys.
Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. And it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Yeah.
Play ball, kids. Have a great summer. We'll see you next week. Jane, what would you say in signing off?
Stay safe. We love you.
Yes, have fun, stay safe, and don't be afraid to just enjoy your childhood. Just be a kid, okay? And have fun, believe in yourself, and take care of each other,
That's
okay?
right.
We
Yeah.
will get through this virus together, all right? So we hope to see you next week on our episodes of Now We're Cooking.